I believe in a lot of the stuff from like ancient civilizations. You know, the thing they predicted and whatnot. Like they could have said something like 2,000 years ago that could happen right now. Like it happens all the time if you watch the History Channel. Like a lot of the stuff they said back then is actually coming true right now. And moving on from that is like there's something called a Chinese zodiac sign. And Chris the VP hit me up the other day, and he told me what my sign was luckiest. Was I have enormous talent and I'm articulate and all that. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, yo, how does that happen? Like I always thought I had good luck. If I were to take the camera with me for a week, you would see I have extremely good luck with a lot of stuff. Like shit just be happening. Like I go to the mail box and there's checks for me from the government, just giving me money and shit. It could be from my accident. It could be from like anything. It's just like I just get checks from the government and shit. Like some be like for $400, another be for 500, and I just get them like unexpectedly and shit. Sometimes they just send me $50 and shit from the government, and I'm saying, I'm like, what the fuck? And people wonder how do I keep this music shit going? And on top of the fact of the other money I make, I'm like, yo, you serious, dog? This is why it works and shit. This is why it works. It's like, I guess you could call it luck. It's like, it's not like the government has me on a special list where they sending me money and shit. For whatever reason, I'm getting it. And I'm not complaining. I'm not stealing it. Like I should be, because I would if I could. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, I'm just getting it. So, while I'm getting that, it's like, in other things, it's just like, things be happening to other people that don't happen to me. Like I never had a flat tire, none of that shit, never crashed my car and whatnot. And then when I do get into a car crash, I walk out that motherfucker like nothing happened. I, if you've been following my Twitter and my pictures and all that in my daily videos, I was talking about a heart problem. And actually yesterday, I found out that I don't even have a heart problem. I don't. It's like a muscular order that I have. Is nothing that's life threatening. I could go on and it'll, you know, I have to go see a doctor about it to make it go away, but I could go on with my life and like nothing. Because if that happens, it's like pressure, but it won't do anything to me. It'll like inflate when I'm in high states of working out or whatever, and it'll just deflate when I'm done. So I'm thinking about that. I'm like, yo, I thought I was done. I was like, yo, I have a heart problem. I don't know any heart problems that just go away like that, but it turns out I don't even have a heart problem. Like my heart was perfectly fine. It's actually in great condition. They said. I was like, yo, you good? Because I be like working out, eating good, all that shit. I'm like, yo, there's nothing wrong with your heart at all. Looking at that, I'm like, wow. Like once again and shit. Like you won't believe how it feels for you to be in the doctor's office in the emergency room at that, and the doctor's telling you like, yo, you have an enlarged heart. And I'm asking like, yo, is this life threatening? They're like, it could be. I'm like, yo, you don't know that feeling. Like you just like, damn, I just survived an accident, and a year later this shit happens. It's crazy and shit. But then to find out that it was nothing, it was completely nothing. It was like I walked out and nothing. Like I have no side effects. Nothing. Like people look at me in videos and shit. Like the closest thing you see me fucked up was the Picture Perfect music video, cause I was still on crutches on that. That's why I showed myself walking away with a crutch at that. I don't even have crutches no more. I don't walk with a limp. Nothing. I can run like whatever. I broke my leg, nigga. I broke the biggest bone in my fucking body. I fucking smashed my face up and shit. Like the car we crashed into, like actually, you could say crashed into my face. That's why my face was all fucked up. And look at me. Besides for the scar that most people don't notice, which is right here, it's like a white line. It's not like something like fucking Scarface and shit was all red up and shit. Like, nah, that's the only thing I have. And I have the ones above on my lip, but I grow my mustache out. You can't even see it. Besides that, you see my face, nigga? Go back to the video before my accident. Can you believe that? Isn't that lucky and shit? Imagine if I would have like lost my eye, or lost my motherfucking, or my face would have been just so tore up like a fucking scar straight across my shit. We both know that it would have made it harder for record labels to look at me if that was true. We both know, but I guess God didn't plan it that way. I guess He gave me a second chance. He gave me my ability to walk back. It's like, it's crazy. Like, when I was in the emergency rooms, when I was in the fucking shop, I've been through so many hospitals in the past year. It's ridiculous. Like, this whole last year, I wasn't able to do shit. From 2008, that was the worst year. I was unable to do anything. I was fucked up for that entire year, and I still put work in, nigga. I was doing music videos, all that shit. Like, there's music videos with me in the hood game where I was standing up. I wasn't moving though. I was on crutches. I was still shooting music videos. I was going to the fucking studio on crutches and recording. It looks like that I wasn't on the hiatus, but I really was. I couldn't do shit. I haven't done one show in 2008. I couldn't. I was fucking walking on crutches. I was completely fucked up. But I still kept up with the internet shit, and that's why I actually grew bigger in this last year than I ever did, because I just had time to be on the internet. That's all I had. Like, that's all I could do and shit. Yeah, I couldn't do anything else. I was sitting at home and shit, all fucked up, and I guess it was God's way of helping me out, because now I got street teams. Like, I got so in touch with the fucking fans and shit. Now I got street teams. Now it's not an internet thing no more. It's not. Like, I send people flyers and stickers and shit and CDs, and that shit don't go to niggas on the internet. That go to niggas who don't even know what MySpace is, or YouTube is, or fucking StreetSkollaDiary is. It goes to regular people and shit. So I probably would have never got that idea if I wasn't on the internet for so long and shit. I was sitting there, I was like, yo, man, I don't want to be on this internet shit. I see too many internet artists and shit. Now I've officially become one of those names on the internet where you see, like, people like, oh yeah, I know who he is. He's on my friends list. Oh, I know who I've officially become one of those names. I can name like 5 other people that we all know, that you see their name somewhere and be like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Like, I've officially become one of those names, and I was like, yo, I don't want to be that name. I want to move up from that. So that's why I started the street teams and shit. That's why you see the pictures going up. You see all that. Like, I'm not trying to be stuck in that. That's besides the fact of my luckiness, but that just goes to show you how smart and articulate and fucking I am when it comes to that. It's like, it's worth it. It's fucking worth it. It's not worth sitting home and shit trying to blow up off the internet, because that shit really don't happen. It doesn't. Like, you hear stories, but you never know behind the stories. Well, going back on track with the fact that I'm here. One more dumb thing. Like, I had the most perfect tooth structure you could ever see before the accident. When I knocked out my tooth and shit, I thought my shit was fucked up. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to get braces to fix my shit. And look at this. People don't even notice it. Except, there's one thing. My two front teeth is a slight bit lower now. But can you believe that? No scars on my body except my leg, but you won't see that unless we about to do something. But yeah, that's what it is, y'all. The luckiest nigga alive. Word up. Don't ever take it for granted. JoinStreetSkollaDiary.com.